my name. You know how much I like it running, but I can't replace how I feel about you when girls be looking at you.
Hi guys, back with me Dewi for Indonesia, where you will see Indonesia from the eyes of the locals. And it's been a while and we're very glad to be back. This morning we have just arrived in Bandung, a city of education, culinary, tourism spots, and a whole lot more to explore. So let's go explore.
He's the ones that make you lose your mind. Your mama told you tell that boy goodbye, tell that boy goodbye. You said no. Your friends told you tell that boy goodbye.
If you're a history geek, you may know about the Bandung Conference, or the first Asian-African Conference back in 1955. The conference was a big international political event during the time of the Cold War. Today, it's a hot and sunny day in Bandung, and I decided to go to the museum. I am now in front of the Museum of the Asian-African Conference, and these are the opening hours. And right now, it's a weekday, 10:45. Perfect to go in, right? Let's see how much the ticket costs.
Baby boy, I know that they don't like you, it hurts, but then I can't let go.
As we pass along Asia-Africa Street today, we can still see the reminder of those times. Concordia Society, now the Merdeka Building, was used as a venue to hold the first Asian-African Conference in 1955. At that time, Cold War was taking over the world. It seemed like everybody was on one side or the other. Indonesia had declared and fought to maintain its independence since 1945, but a lot of mainly non-European countries were still under colonialism and imperialism. On April 18 to 24th in 1955, a meeting of Asian and African states, most of which were newly independent, took place in Bandung, Indonesia. The 29 countries that participated at the Bandung Conference represented nearly 1/4 of the Earth's land surface and a total population of 1.5 billion people. The conference was organized by Indonesia, Burma, Pakistan, Ceylon, and India. It aimed to promote Afro-Asian economic and cultural cooperation and to oppose colonialism and neo-colonialism by any nation. Not less importantly, it was a crucial step towards the establishment of the Non-Aligned Movement, a group of states which are not formally aligned with or against any major power bloc in the Cold War. Okay, so it turns out that this museum is free. You just have to sign in a guest book. And as you can see behind me, this is the wall of pictures of the history. But unfortunately, you can't take videos here, so I have to cut it here. You can take pictures though, so make sure when you come here, it's just taking pictures, okay? Imagine Concordia Society in the colonial times, an elite clubhouse located on the Great Post Road, only available for rich Europeans, held and witnessed an international conference campaigning against colonialism and imperialism for all the nations in the world. Sukarno, the first president and founding father of Indonesia, changed its name to Merdeka Building during his final inspection before the conference. Merdeka is an Indonesian word meaning free and independent. At that time, the wheel of history was rolling. While Merdeka Building is now a museum of the Asian-African Conference, Braga Street is going through another story. The street starts from a T-junction with the Asia-Africa Street, or the Great Post Road during the colonial times, to the north until the City Council, or called in Indonesian Balai Kota, which was formerly a coffee warehouse. In the 1920s, it was famous as a promenade street, an open wide walking space where you could stroll along leisurely, maybe have some cookies and teas at the chic cafe here, shop for some trendy clothes from the Parisian boutique there, or get some lunch at the elite restaurant over there. In the same region, you can also visit the Alun-Alun and the Great Mosque.
Hi, so I'm now at the landmark of Braga and we're heading to Braga Street. So Braga Street is a street with a lot of historical buildings, but there's also a lot of good food. Let's check it out. Along Braga Street, there's a lot of restaurants, from the most fancy ones until the most historical ones. And right now, I'm about to enter the most historical one because this is the oldest one that still exists and is still consistent with what they are selling. So this place is open since 1929 and it's very famous for its pastries and also ice cream. So I couldn't help myself to order both. And this, I tried it already actually in front. It's really good. I think it's a very popular snack here. So come here and try it yourself. Not so far from the museum, I found this. So this is very unique because I actually thought that this is a Chinese temple, but as I read, it is actually a mosque. So this is a proof of the culture assimilation in Indonesia. Well, it's not open yet, so we can't go in.